Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and this is Airport CEO Beta 1. Okay, so we are going to do a brand new series of Airport CEO. A few things. The other series that's currently active on the channel is going to go on a little bit of a hiatus. I am currently in Perth, Western Australia, just moved here and I'm in isolation. So I only have a laptop with me, so this is happening on a laptop. So if there's any issues with sound or game quality, and that's actually why I'm playing Airport CEO instead of the other series, is because basically I don't think the laptop can deal with much of the other stuff. So we're going to try a Airport CEO series. So this is beta 1, this is the default branch, and we are going to play pretty much standard stuff over here. I've gone an easy game. As you can see, I've got a 3 million budget over there, and it's an easy one, so we will see limited emergencies happening. And that's kind of the idea. I've also switched off simulate construction. I don't think we're gonna walk through the introduction, but maybe we should. There we go. It started going straight away. Just kind of giving me the basics over here. Just gonna run through that. Okay, so it's actually they've updated the tutorial a fair bit over here. Management panel, all these kind of things, we're quite aware of it. The economy tab, absolutely. The operations tab, we know all of these things. Security enabled, we don't have security, and we go through now. To the left is all the details about the airport. Okay, we can get some info by hovering over it. There's some emails that we can have a look at. This is the flight planner. Thank you so much. Commercial flights. To do, well done. There's so much more to do and to learn yourself. Okay, we kind of know about that already, and now it's going straight into that tutorial that we know and love. Okay, I'm going to pause the game. It's actually raining already. This airport is called, what is it called? It's called the Beta 1 International Airport, and it's situated in Western Australia, in Perth, just because that's where I am at the moment. Okay, so now let's see. The plan for this airport is we're going to slowly have to make money so that we can unlock the other squares or plots or whatever you want to call it. But the idea this time around is I'm going to build one big terminal building, and we are going to service everything from that building. And as we expand, we will be expanding the terminal itself. And I was thinking we'll start off with some small stands over here, a smaller runway over here, then we'll get the bigger runway back up here with all of our other services over there. And we'll have slots, stands up against the terminal, and we might actually step it down so that we can have smaller and bigger ones over here. I kind of see it in my mind, but we'll get to that, and then we'll have remote stands as well. I believe that's going to be the thing. Okay, so in terms of getting things moving straight away, let's get ourselves. Ooh, this is the new icons stuff, the new icons. So let's start straight away, maybe with a small asphalt runway. And someone gave me the tip that we can actually rotate the screen. Yeah, so that if we rotate that, we can have a little bit of a better look at what how we can better squeeze in the runway. So I'm thinking we'll place this runway over there. We'll use it for GA for the time being. And I'm thinking, yeah, probably best we do it this way around so that we can operate vehicle the planes into that specific direction. Okay, so there we go. That's what we've got going on over there. I think as a starting point we'll need a little bit of taxiway, and I'm wondering what's the difference between this 200, 300. Yeah, we could probably do with that. We're gonna actually, if we wanted to, okay, so we need these access points. We'll start off with them like this, just standard access points, one over here and one over there. We have a little bit more money, so we don't have to worry too much about money. So what I'll do is let's start our very first, ooh, that's a stand, taxiway, our very first taxiway section. I do like giving it just a little bit of extra room, and then what we'll do is we'll run, ooh, it's giving you a square meterage over there. We'll do something like this. Ultimately we'll see what else we can do, but yeah, that's basically a very basic starting point for us to start making a little bit of money on. So we'll start it off like that, and we might expand it a little bit later. But for the time being, I'm also going to maybe switch over to, no, let's just go straight with asphalt all the way. So if we're going to go with stands, I don't want it all the way up there. We'll try and provide, we obviously need access all the way to the runway, and I was kind of wondering where exactly we would do that. So if we slot in 1, 2, 3, yeah, I think that's going to be probably about right if we do something like this. So let's do 1, 2, 3 like so. We'll provide 5 wide, 1, 2, 3 like that. There we go. We'll get not this, we'll get the taxiway filled in over here. Probably give ourselves a little bit of extra room over there. I do like it, just having that bit extra going on. We'll connect all of these in. That's beautiful, right over there. And then I'm also thinking, well, let's just get, ooh, this looks a little bit different as well. So service roads in here, we'll continue with this. So we'll do something like so. And then the idea is at interim points, we will connect this up on this side. Now, the one thing that I do think could have been better here is if you can actually do, if you could do this, right? If you could grab the stand, and if you do another stand on that side, you should actually be using that very same roadway. You shouldn't double up on your roadway like this, unless you of course have people walking in here. But anyway, that's where we're going to start for now. So I believe now we should be able to switch this on, all of those kind of things. So we've got general aviation going on over here. We'll switch that one on. We need an ATC tower, so where do we place that? So I'm not actually simulating construction. That's the one thing that I've actually switched off. The rest is all playing on standard. You can switch it off, the simulating construction, by using the F10 menu. Then you can switch off simulate construction right over here in this corner right there. What does happen, however, is that it deactivates or kind of stops you from getting achievements. So if that's important to you, you should not switch that off. I think I'm going to put the runway out here next to the runway, the ATC tower out here next to the runway, so that it can have a very good look at what is going on over there. We'll just place that one right in there. So now I believe we can open this up, open the runway. We should be able to allow general aviation, open the airport, and see that our stuff is actually going to start happening. This is GA, it is all connected, so there we go. So that will start running straight away. I'll get this going, and then we'll need to start building out our terminal. So hopefully we'll start seeing the very first pieces of planes coming in. Am I missing something? Yeah, here comes the planes. Okay, good. Now, the idea with this is that I would like to get rid of these, move them somewhere. Okay, so if we go with these vehicle pieces, so the contractor site, we do need to maintain a contractor site as best as we can. Oh my goodness, I forgot about the foxes and stuff. Okay, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get, before we get in too deep into this, we'll get the fence going on. And I'm thinking we'll run the fence right about there. I believe you can just switch it off completely. Okay, hang on, before we do the fence, let's let's quickly decide what we're going to do with this stuff. Can I go ahead and delete these? No, I cannot, so I'll have to find a spot for them, and I'm kind of going to leave it just over here because we don't really use that. So if we go with the contractor site on the one side of the road here, yeah, maybe something like this is an option. Contractor site, and then the delivery spot on the other side over there. So that kind of works, I believe. And then we'll just get the standard road to run in there. Can we get ourselves a piece like this in here? We can. I think that'll actually work quite well right there. And we will switch over to this stuff. There we go. So now we've got a spot where we can actually tie our fence in, and then we'll start building out from there. What that also means is we should now be able to get rid of all of that, up to that point over there. So let's leave that as is. I think that is kind of reasonable. It might not be the best spot for it, but we'll go with it for now. So let's quickly grab the fencing, terminal fencing, so we can just make sure that we don't get too many fox things over here. That's that. Yeah, that's probably better to do it like that. And then on which side does it actually start on the other side? I've no idea where it's supposed to go. Is it supposed to run in there? Kind of looks like it can. For the time being, I'm just going to run it, well, straight up here and all the way around, and I believe that should close that one off, and we shouldn't have any further problems with the foxes. I think that fox will slowly disappear because of the fact that it is now in fact enclosed here. I think that's what's going to happen anyway. Okay, what I think we need to do is this path potentially needs to move this way, and I do know we've learned our lessons in the past about this. Yeah, there you go, the fox just disappeared and the cow was on the outside of the fence. Okay, so the terminal, I think I'm going to start right over here, and then we'll see about maybe leaving that for general aviation, and we'll get some additional stands right over here for the rest. Okay, interesting, there was a little bit of a lag there. Okay, so with that going on, we can slowly start working on the terminal itself. We've got a fair bit of money to deal with this. I'm thinking we'll push the terminal. I'm not going to make hectic use of this, but what I'll potentially do is I will leave this path open so it can actually run up there, and we'll see how we deal with that. So if we do something like this, and I'm going to go wide on the one side basically, and then it's going to go narrower on the other side. I think that's generally what I think we're going to do here. So if we go, that's 25 by 20 like that. As a starting point, I think something like this should be okay to then, and then we can just kind of extend it as we need to. For the time being, we will actually be having some buses and stuff over there. So let's start it off like that. We'll get the paths in here. Still, I'm wondering if a lot of the issues have been fixed or not. It would be interesting to see. So if we do that, eventually I will be able to run that straight through that way. But what we'll do is we'll run this up here. And the question is, do we in fact, hang on, I'm just thinking about this out loud now. If we make this at least a bit of a one-way loop. So let's go ahead and do that. So if we say a one-way loop, we can do one way straight away, right? So let's do one way this way. And in order to have, let's just see, what's the size of these bus stops? Yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do, and then if we do allow, are we going to allow multiples on this side? Okay, so let's try that. So if we do this, the other direction will be over here somewhere. So let's do this as a starting point. We will go ahead and demolish those sections. This will be our one-way loop. I'm hoping that'll be reasonable. We're going to start off with some very basic drop-offs over here. Something like that. That is going to be the idea. And then we'll have just car stop things on the other side. Like so, and taxis over here. And immediately we are having problems. I thought this game was paused. Oh, it's not paused. Okay, anyway, what we need to do is we need to just make sure that we are in fact running a one-way operation. I know some people are saying you don't have to do it this way, but I believe it might be necessary. So let's just turn these around as best we can. I'm hoping that it'll work. Okay, there we go, there we go. Turn that one around. Perfect. Now some sidewalks is what we do need next. Okay, so now we can unpause it again. So we'll run sidewalk up there like so, and already we are having problems. As you can see, these guys are getting stuck. Of course they are. Okay, it just wouldn't be Airport CEO if they don't get stuck. Okay, so like that, and then now they're better. Hopefully it'll continue to be better. So we'll provide that access point straight into there. Now I'm thinking big access doors over here somewhere. Okay, doors, the big ones, large, maybe one on the one side we'll have arrivals and on the other side we'll have departures. So let's do that. Let's do arrivals on this side, about 5 in there. Yeah, that's about right. And then if we do that one over there, so that's kind of the idea. We might do one in the middle, or we'll just leave it. Oops. Okay, so there we go. Things are happening already. We will need a staff room and all those kind of things, and I would like to designate the various areas for us. So I'm thinking we'll have a pretty large check-in area. Yeah, arrivals might have to ultimately we could maybe do arrivals on the bottom and departures on the top. That could actually be quite useful. So where is our, we can't actually see. So if we do something like that as a starting point, so this is like our arrival / departure hall, one on the top, one at the bottom. I think that's going to be good if we have the kind of the baggage claims and things down here, and then we go up on the top. But okay, so now the next step we will need to do is we'll need to provide an area for the staff room, and I'll do maybe not too big, something like this as a starting point staff room. I think we'll need a little bit of a bathroom on this side. Okay, yeah, probably not going to be center. Yeah, definitely not center. Okay, so something like that as a starting point. Let's get our staff room allocated. We're not paused, so these flights should continue to operate. Yeah, they are continuing to operate. I can actually speed things up a little bit so we can try and make a little bit of money from it. Now if we go with a staff room over here, let's get a staff room set up right over there. We will go ahead and the staff zone, we'll get some of these desks in place. Must be placed inside a staff zone. Okay, so that's not seen as a staff zone. That's very weird. Okay, staff room, staff zone. Okay, interesting. Very much interesting. Okay, so let's do it something like this. Looks like one of those kind of office plan, open plan office setups. I think that's going to be a good enough starting point over there. I will grab ourselves the doorways over here. Let's get like a door fairly central over there. That's pretty good. So as a starting point, that'll work. We'll get another door over here so that people can actually go ahead and enter. Ooh, it's dark. Yep, pretty good. Now bathrooms, we have availability for bathrooms, so let's set up a couple of them over here. We can do the copy and paste thing. I should remember to do that. Let's do, that's a pretty big one. To be honest, I'm just thinking what we could do is we could provide a staff bathroom in here as well. Let's do something like that and start it off as and have a staff bathroom piece. Yeah, I think that's going to be completely workable. Okay, something like that. Yeah. Let's do that. Okay, now what I'm gonna need to do is I'm actually gonna have to delete this so we have multiple rooms here. So let's just try and do that again. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. Now grab ourselves some of these. I'm just thinking, okay, that's fine. And How will we... Okay, let's get the door here. I'm trying to make it look nice at the same time. So we'll put a door in there so you can go in, and we'll try and separate this off with like... does it have to be? We could separate it... What is this airport logo? We could separate it off with like a little bit of a hedge or something in the bathroom. So it's like a little walk around over there. That's fine. I think that works. Go back into the bathroom here and get rid of, actually put one in there, and I think we can get rid of that, so that's like, yeah, that looks a little bit better. Now what else goes in here? We can have a bit of a couple of hand dryers up there, and maybe a bin right in there, something like that. There we go. That's quite useful. This can be ladies, actually. Gents will be much bigger, I think. Okay, now this one will be staff only. Staff only, and we will continue to build that. I think that's going to be just fine, like so. And what we'll do is we'll do something like that, and we'll get a door in here as well. Okay, there we go, and that's going on. Okay, now do we need to, we probably need to hire some administrators as well, so that we can get cracking on some stuff at the same time. Staff, hire some administrators, I believe. All pretty good. Let's get at least 5 of them hired. Hopefully that means we can do some R&D very quickly. So let's get started on R&D. Commercial license is an important one for us, so let's get cracking on that straight away. We'll allocate as many people as we can to it, so we can hopefully get that assigned fairly quickly. Let's continue working on the other bathroom over here, and then we'll start planning the rest of the stuff. But we do need to start making a little bit more money, I feel. So this is the male bathroom. So on this side we'll do a little something like that maybe, and then we'll do urinals on the other side. It's really not the not the best setup. Something like that. Yeah, okay, let's do that. We'll get rid of that one. We'll put the other one in here. There we go, and we'll provide these and some hand dryers and a bin, and there we go. Now we've got bathrooms ready to go. Let's open that one as the staff bathroom. This one is male. Open that up. This one is female. Open that up. Here comes some staff, and they're going to start working on our R&D projects. We probably need some flooring and all these kind of things. So I think initially we might do both check-in and arrivals here, so they don't go double level. We'll go straight into security over here, and then we'll see how we deal with the rest. But yeah, R&D is underway and is happening fairly quickly, I think. Okay, let's quickly have a look what they're saying we need to do over here. Sign a contractors, that's fine. I didn't want to sign the contractor, but I might have to, just to see that we continuously kind of go with that. Brickley, let's sign them. Gonna need to deploy a contractor. Operations contractors, let's deploy one contractor. Did it deploy? Yeah, it did deploy. In fact, it did deploy. No idea how many. Oh, there we go. Deployed contractors 1. Okay, perfect. There we go. So now we can have some vehicle depots and start working on some other bits and pieces. So in terms of this, I'm thinking if we leave this here, then we'll do a section of vehicle depots over here, and this can also be the area where we later go for the whole security setup and things. Not sure, maybe over there, I don't know. It's interesting to see a lot of animals hanging out over here with nothing on this side, so the fence is at least doing what it should be doing. It's quite useful. So we are actually running a fair bit of this. We do need some fueling going on. R&D project has just been finished, so let's continue our R&D straight away. Night flights is going to be important. Remote stands, jet fuel. We've got all the others already. Program group 1 could be important. Not too sure, but anyway, night flights is going to be quite important to us, and we do need extended commercial license, medium aircraft permit, all these kind of things. We'll need a lot of this, but let's get going on the night flights. Okay, now let's get, okay, so now we're starting to see some check-in desks and so on, so we can actually now start getting commercial flights coming in. What is this? Oh, this is the walker-laters. Interesting. Okay, what I need to do is get a vehicle depot out here. So what I'm thinking is if we do I'm just wondering if we do this area. So what do we do need to do a little bit of this avgas. If we continue to do this as avgas. Okay, so let's get avgas over here. Let's not put it in line there. Let's kind of put it back here a little bit. Up there so that we could potentially add some additional pieces to it. Let's just start with it over there. We'll get the vehicle depot on the opposite side there. Yeah, I think that's gonna be kind of useful. We'll be sure to get our roads in there. This is the service road, right? Nope, it's not. Service road. Hook up the service road over there. Perfect, that's good. We will need a little bit of the asphalt under the facilities. There we go. Come on. There we go. That's useful. Now we can actually sign some contracts, get some vehicles over here to get that to offer that service. Economy offered contract. So let's get some Avi fuel. Avi fuel seems to be the best. I'm not going to spend too much time and effort on it. Let's just sign it. So it'll bring in some fuel. We'll need some vehicles. So let's grab ourselves at least just one of them for now. Hopefully that'll offer what we need. Now under operations, go to R&D. We're still working on night flights over here. Are we paused? Oh, reps aren't working in the night. I think that has to be the situation. Okay, now we've got some fuel vehicles and stuff that needs to come in. Yep, it's been delivered. And we don't have that vehicle arriving yet. Product has just arrived, so here it comes. It's pretty dark. Darker than I'm used to, right? Okay. Refuel, GA, all these kind of things. Yeah, fine. Now, what we'll do is I'll start working on our check-in pieces over here. So this is information. Shall we grab ourselves an information desk? Yeah, let's do it. Let's grab an information desk. As we welcome you to the airport, you can come and come in here. We will. This is information display. Let's do that straight away. We'll set up an information display right behind you. We'll flip it around and do one on the other side. We'll get a couple of plants. Let's do it a little bit different this time around. Let's actually spend our time and effort making it look nice as it happens. Is there anything? It's going to look a little bit better over here, maybe. Yeah, something like that could look pretty cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Now let's find ourselves the check-in desk. So if this is small check-in desk and this is the boarding desk, again the small variety, which I would try and get rid of as soon as possible. Let's get a little bit of these guys going on over here. So there's some seating available as you enter. So one over there and say one over there, and that kind of gives you at least a little bit of seating as you enter the area. And then from there there's a little bit of check-in available over here. So let's do more seating. Actually, let's grab a little bit more seating again, and we'll kind of run it up here like so. There we go. And now this kind of separating maybe two streams of check-in, and we'll run into security up here. As a starting point, we might have to upgrade that as we go. We've got staff missing, of course, which is this one over here. So let's get some check-in availability to go here. We'll move it up there, like, let's say like 3 of them as a starting point. That's going to be sufficient for now. That will then run up here into security. Do we have security? We've got basic security and the secure zone basically. So we'll need to kind of deal with how all of that works. Nice, I like that. Okay, let's get rid of all of this. This is kind of an indication of what's going to happen over here. We may even put it all the way up here. So let's start with the secure zone here. Oh, I haven't enabled gas refueling. You guys are probably saying, guys, I have gas refueling. Enable it. This is still not happening because the guys don't work at night. Can I check something? Operators are not at work. HR director is required for shifts working. Can we get that? If we go and get an HR director, can we sort that out straight away? For executives and HR director, that's a lot of money for an HR director. They're all pretty pricey. I'm going to go ahead with Carlos over here, slightly less expensive. Only ones that's available. Let's hire it. Hire Carlos over there, and then we'll go back and see about shifts so that we can get shifts better. Okay, white collar working hours, executives and administrators. Can I not just make it a lot longer? Oh, we actually pay them per hour, so really, can we just do that? We can't do administrator stuff here. They just have to work long hours. Is that fine? Seems to be okay. Operator baggage bay for 6 hours. Anyway, we'll come back into shifts. I haven't actually played around with the shifts at all, really. Next, okay, so now we're doing some stuff. We need to decorate by putting in some floors. That's fine. We'll put some floors in here straight away for the staff room. Did they mix things up a little bit over here or not? We'll do that. We'll go ahead and grab some tile floors for the bathroom. Yeah, maybe some of those. Oh, I actually need to put a door in over here. Here we go. Access is open. What would like? Yeah, now it's the whole security thing. We've got the check-in desks. Let's get the security pieces going. Oh, okay. So if we go secure zone over here. Maybe we don't need any more than that, but what I'll do is I'll bring secure zone up there, and we'll do secure zone down to about there. Get rid of these guys. We'll get the secure zone exit going on. Ooh, one more. There we go. So that's kind of the plan right over there for them to be able to exit that way, and we'll get these guys to go in over here. Start with the one over there. That's going to be just fine. Okay, so now access is going to be available. So now let's get a few other staff members in here. So we need to go ahead and grab ourselves security officers, some of the best we can find. One, I think 2 is going to be enough. I don't think we need more than 2 at this point. I think it's only 1 that mans that office there, and then we need some passenger service agents. 1, 2, maybe a third one. Let's reject these and try and get, well, let's reject all of them and see if we can get someone else in here. Yeah, and there we go, another one over there. We'll grab a janitor, and we'll grab a service technician. Nice, some of them are really good over there. Good stuff. Okay, so we've got a few staff members now starting to arrive at the office but instead at the airport. Now let's grab these. I'm going to, for the time being, just close that off over there and over there, just so that you guys don't complain about security threats and things like that. This is also a secure zone, I believe, right? Okay, so that's all part of that same secure zone, so they can actually get in and out over there. What's going on with our R&D? Is that actually happening? It is already done. Now, medium aircraft permits, extended operations over here. That'll give us a subway, or the R&D project to go for subway, or Jet A1 fuel. We could go ahead and get that. Wow, that only takes an hour to do. That's an interesting one. Medium fuel depots would also be good for us to go straight into that. Emergency response unit. Is that something we need to do? Let's grab that straight away, just in case we go ahead and get it. Let's get everybody working on that straight away. Now we need to start looking at what is going to be our first area. I am keen on getting some commercial flights going on. You need to understand that probably just get people to kind of walk out to a little area over here. So the question is, how are we gonna, if we just maintain these as, there is the ability for us to actually walk the people up here and use this one. And maybe that is a good starting point for us. But I don't necessarily want to, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna update the fence a little bit over here. Right there. And right there. Now we've got a cow stuck in here. Hopefully that cow will disappear as it reaches the fence. Yep, it does. That's good. What I'll do is I will demolish this fence piece over there. We're doing a much better job at actually dealing with the fence stuff. I think, okay, let's find, how does this stuff look like? If we do, yeah, I'm thinking we need to do a little something like this over here. And now we can't see anything. Can we switch off the day and night cycle? I don't think we can switch it off. I'll have a quick look. Let's have a quick look in the settings. Gameplay settings, day night cycle, clock settings, metric. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Hang on. What's going on? Pause the game. Let's just see. Get out of the settings for the time being. Okay. Mayday. GA flight N94873, weight class small, is experiencing a bird strike emergency and requires a fire truck assistance. Refusing or failing to correctly handle this emergency landing will incur a harsh penalty and security rating penalty. We should find an available, so we have to refuse that because we don't have a fire truck available, and this is actually almost broken, so let's do that. We're going to have to refuse it. Unfortunately, that's not the greatest thing. We also don't have any of the stuff available that we need there, and I was kind of thinking we probably needed to start working. We are working on it. Okay, so anyway, we're just a little behind. We're a little behind. Okay, so I'm gonna unpause the game so we can continue to try and make money. But now we really need to find the spot for this guy. Ultimately, we run these guys out. Well, they can generally go into any direction, can't they? So if we do something like that, right? Let's just start off with the three of them over here. Okay, that's kind of the plan that we're going to start off with. You're going to be commercial, and commercial. So no other guys over there. Now let's get. How are we going to set this up? So there's going to be. We're going to have. Ooh, actually. Yeah, we're not properly thinking about this, are we? If I wanted to have the emergency pieces in here, so let's. I'm gonna get rid of these guys. Close that down. Close it. Demolish. I believe. Yeah, we'll get the money back. If it's all of the money, I'm not sure, but that's fine. We need to provide ourselves with a little bit more space so that the emergency stuff can go in here as well as our other fuel, the Jet A1 fuel. It's kind of the idea. But guys, I am going to put the cut in our first episode. So we've got our GA up and running, and we will now move on to getting the others going. I'll see about planning some of this out a little bit more, and then I will see you in the next one. If you've enjoyed this brand new series, please hit that like button and leave some comments down below, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.